Yes, everyone, hope you're good. So, one loss this morning, one win. Happy days. That puts us up 1% for the day. I mean, it's only, £100 up on the account. I'm back up 1% on the challenge now. But the first trade this morning, a bit ridiculous. It wasn't within my trading plan. I was trying to do something which I've been back testing, and I probably lost it for a good reason because, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have been taking it. So, forget that. It was just me being a bit eager, and anyway I lost, so it's probably trading gods or whatever trying to tell me pack it in, mate, and stick to the plan. So so I took the loss this morning and then I took a win. Something I've been working on is don't let emotions control how your trading goes. So I used to do, if I took a loss in the day, I won't place any more trades, but I've scrapped that because that's just a ridiculous idea. And I've been working on my emotions and controlling my mind within my trading. So basically, if I was being fearful within the markets, I wouldn't have took the win today because I would have just not have traded again because of the loss, because I would have been scared or whatever. So yeah, things are looking up in terms of my trading mentality, my psychology. We're progressing. You win some, you lose some. Good probability. Happy days. The figures and the numbers will eventually work out if you stick to the plan, you do what's needed, and you continue to trust your process of whatever that is. So with that being said, I'll jump on the charts and I'll show you the two trades. Alright then everyone, the two trades on gold today, the loss and the win. This was the loss, this was the win. So of course I'll show you the loss first. It was the first trade of the day and it didn't stick to the plan, but I was just trying something which I've been thinking about. But after taking the trade and losing, I just thought, what the hell am I doing? Stick to the plan. This isn't part of the plan, and no point in messing about now. I know what works. I don't know about this, so it's not necessarily deviating that far, but I only want to be using the 4 hour for my higher time frame analysis and not the 1 hour. So anyway, when I come to the charts this morning, the 6 a.m. candle close, what I was thinking was we had two bullish candles out of this key area here, bit of support, and I thought, why not go see if we can get some more bullish momentum in the market. The 4 hour was actually still bearish, and I was hoping that it was going to continue to push up. We'll get a 4 hour candle close out of this area here. I was hoping that this candle would flip bullish, but it didn't, and it was the next candle that flipped bullish, and then I took my buy. But I deviated from the plan. I got stung, and that was that. So I'll show you anyway. This was the trade. I wasn't deterred though. You see, even though I took a loss, it didn't faze me, to be honest. I mean, the 1 hour, it's pushed down, failed to break lower. Started creating new structure on the 1 minute, I should say. Creating high highs, high lows, high highs. But we got took out, price pulled back into this key area of support and then bounced out. So I was a little bit premature. Going off this, the idea that I had of using the 1 hour for my directional bias wasn't necessarily a bad thing, because say, for example, if this wasn't here and I took this buy here, say this was the area which I was looking to buy based on the 1 hour structure. So this would be it. This would be a similar idea. We're failing to break lower. We've got the bullish momentum stepping back in. Why not? Why couldn't I have scaled down onto this time? Scaled down this time on the 1 hour and look for a similar opportunity. I don't actually know the exact pattern that this went in, but I'm just looking for the same thing. I'm looking for price to pull back, create a wick, which will allow me to set my stop loss area and get in with my buy stop. So once the bullish momentum steps back in, I'll be looking so potentially you'd have set your thing there, and you might have got triggered in on that. Potentially got triggered in on that if you'd have been a bit hasty and got in, but you wouldn't. Not necessarily a bad thing to get in there. It's just been unfortunate that you got triggered in. So at this point, I'd be thinking, right, if we continue to get this bullish momentum, then you could have done this, but you stop loss below here. And, you know, the only reason, like, see if we get a double bottom out of this area. There we go. This is better. This is better. Double bottom, bullish momentum stepping back in, and then you can be looking for your buying opportunities. Now, really, you want to see the bullish momentum breaking out of this little downtrend here, retest, something like that, and so you got triggered in on that anyway. There you go. And that'd have been an idea which you could have took today, but I didn't. But this is what I'm just showing you. This is basically the same sort of thing which I could have done, or which could have happened here, which happened here. But I never took that, and I'm not going to be taking them trades anymore. I'm just going to be waiting for that 4-hour time frame for now, until I collect more data on that anyway. And so moving on, the next trade, the winning trade. So let's just get rid of that, because that shouldn't be there. Hope I'm not waffling too much here. I'm just, you know, thinking on the spot there. So let's just wind this on a little bit. Don't know why. So that would have been... So I just want to put that there. That symbolises the close. And this is symbolising anything below is bearish. Anything above is the 4-hour going bullish. So... Oh. So this would have been where I got in, got triggered here on the break of the 5-minute structure. And we're going for our 1 to 2. So we're starting a little bit of drawdown. It was a great trade, to be honest. Pulled back into this key area, double bottom, boof, off we went. And I was working at the time, and I looked at my phone and hit take profit. So happy days with that. And, you know, I mean, it pulls back quite a bit here, but then again, look, you're pulling back into this key area. If you had it in your mind that the last 4H was bullish, and we've pulled back into a key area, which is our higher low, you could have been seeing this here now. Bullish momentum stepping back in. You could have set your instant execution here, with your stop loss below wall of structure, and gone for 1 to 2 again to target these highs. You could have done that. That would have been a beauty. And to be honest, I mean, I just put my phone away and I didn't even think about it. But this is something which I want to be working on. Getting in on these continuation patterns. Knowing in my head on the higher time frame analysis that the structure is one way or another. I could be then, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think what it is, but you know, I can be then dialing in on this and getting in on more trades based on the higher time frame analysis. My 5-minute structure showing me structure for them continuation patterns. Even if you wanted a bit more confirmation, you could have gone like this. You could have waited for a bit of bullish momentum to step in, and then targeted your 1 to 2. Could have gone for your 1 to 3, or what you could have done, you know, if you didn't feel particularly comfortable, you could have waited for. You could have seen this bit of momentum coming back in out of this key area, and you could have set your buy stop just above this structure, just so you didn't get triggered in a bit prematurely. You could have just put your buy stop just above here, price breaking out of structure or whatever. You know, I'm just doing a bit of waffling, but these are all just ideas, and this is sort of things that I think about, and I just want to, this is the word, capitalise on the moves more, and you know, just jump in on the trend and jump in on the moves in the market. That's the idea, and it's, you know, quite difficult to do. If I were just sat at home on a computer or wherever on a computer, it'd be much easier. Or even if I could just go on my phone more and spend more time, but it's not that easy. Anyway, we took 1%, well, 2% out of the market today, minus the 1% that we lost. So we're 1 up on the challenge. I put screenshots up, or, I mean, I could show you my thing. Yeah, I'll put screenshots of the trades anyway that I took today. And yeah, happy days. Tomorrow's a new day. Let's see what the market gives us or takes away. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.